fellow scarers, and welcome back to our Disney Plus review of Monsters at Work, titled...
When I'm out to lunch.
So today we actually have a two-part review for you. Reason being, one, we actually went on vacation during one of the episodes, so we weren't around to film it. And two, as a lot of you know, I kind of have a backlog of a few things, and doing the two-part just makes a little more sense. It's one less thing for me to do, plus, given how little we had to say about the last episode, I figured we can just easily cram these two together. So today's episodes, we have the cover-up and the vending machine. Again, I hope these are better than what we got last episode, because that was really disappointing. Because, like, they built it up with, like, the whole, you know, Lebowski references and everything, but then it ends up being, like, an example of just what a jerk Tylor is. You're supposed to sympathize with him, and you do for the most part, but then he pulls something like that, and it just makes you wonder why you're even following him. I mean, the rest of the characters are fine, though. I mean, with the exception of MIFTs, they yet to grow on me. Again, I hope they do something about that. I'm really hoping something happens to appeal me more to these new characters, because right now I'm like, any thoughts?
No, I'm with you on that. It's like, I definitely need to see improvement. It's evaluation time.
Yeah, because, like, the stuff with, like, Mike and Sully is actually pretty decent. It's what I expect when I want to see, like, a sequel with them. I wish that they would put as much care and attention with the new characters.
Yeah, like, if you want to pass the torch, we gotta like these people at some capacity. We have to like this new guy. And
not rely on, like, jokes from the movies so much.
Nah.
Don't get me wrong, I love some of the jokes, but it's, like, a little... like, newer material would be nice. I mean, you guys are capable of comedy. This whole thing is about getting laughs. You know, bring on the laughs.
Make them laugh, make them laugh, make them laugh.
So let's get this two-parter started, shall we? Let's get to work and play.
What's the password? Okay, what's the password? What is the password? Okay, I have no idea. Capital 1, 2, 3, lowercase 4, 5, 6. Thank you.
Amazing, that's the same code on my luggage.
Enter, friend.
How do you capitalize the numbers?
Vacation Door Emporium. Each of these doors was personally rescued by us from the shredder and guaranteed to deliver you to an isolated, human-free destination. Okay, oh please, I can't wait. Tell me
how does that work?
Want to chill out on a cruise to an abandoned ship in the Arctic Circle. This vacation sounds cool. Shut up!
I see where this is going.
Transylvania is known for blood-sucking vampires, but what doesn't suck are the deluxe amenities of this musty, deserted castle. You'll have a rotten time in this decaying cabin in the woods.
Not cabin in the woods! Oh dear God!
What else you got? Soak up the sun at this condemned Caribbean beach resort.
The condemned.
Yes, that's the one! Excellent choice, my good man. This vacated vacation paradise is yours. You're so sure that using a door that was supposed to be shredded isn't against company policy? Oh, we don't say against company policy. That's right. We say debit or credit.
Oh, jeez.
I see nothing wrong with this.
So I guess this is how you get, like, the, haunting of these, seemingly abandoned places.
That would make sense. Because I was wondering, like, wait, how can you go anywhere where there are no humans, but there still is a door to a building? But that makes sense.
Because it's time to play Wheel of Temporary Supervisor.
Look at this big name.
My lucky day, Rhoda.
Wait, why is my name on there?
When Fritz goes on vacation, the wheel picks a temporary supervisor. And don't think I don't see the ambition in your eyes, college boy. You just love to have me under your thumb, squishing me with your little temporary supervisor thumb.
Oh, what do you... I told you, Duncan, I have no interest in Fritz's job, okay? I signed your ridiculous contract.
Right, like a two-faced charlatan like you would honor a contract.
Two-Face, what are you talking about?
Let's go, Wheel. Mama needs a temporary promotion.
Congratulations, temporary supervisor. Wow.
I have so many fun things planned for my employees.
Yeah, let's hear it for Val. So much for my humble dream of being temporary supervisor. I'll just throw away the only thing I've ever wanted in
Don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it.
Kind of goes against my better judgment, but I actually feel a little sorry for him.
No,
No,
why would
don't
you?
do
You know
it.
how you always told me dreams can come true? Yeah, well, I learned today that they can't. No, don't cry, Bob. I tried my best. I did.
Oh my god.
Fritz?
The temporary supervisor is Duncan.
Great.
Yeah, just give him what he wants.
There's of course no way I can match your robust managerial skills, blah blah blah, but I will do my best to make you proud, sir, and
This will end horribly.
He's gonna go mad with power, isn't he?
He hasn't already. You ever go mad without power? It's boring. Nobody listens to you.
And while I'm gone...
Also, wouldn't they have a hierarchy? Wouldn't that make more sense? Promote the next person with the most experience instead of, you know, spinning a wheel.
Do they seem like they have that kind of foresight?
It's like, yeah, put the new guy who's been there like a
well.
week.
Looks like I'm now the supervisor. I hope you did the right thing.
No, you didn't. You made a horrible decision.
Oh,
Are you shitting me?
you're the worst.
Now presenting his supervisorship, Duncan P. Anderson.
He's riding him too.
And I now command a capable workforce.
I'm really wishing he goes the way of those other temporary guys. The one lady workers I was talking about.
Up here, college boys. Down there, college boys. Open your eyes, college boys. Over there, college boys.
Oh, this is harassment.
Yeah.
Hey, careful! You damage the valve of one of these, even ones with barely any juice, it'll knock a monster your size halfway across the room. Or if you're Duncan's size, all the way across the room. Just
So shall Duncan have an accident?
That's old.
Oh no, look what happened by accident.
You think that's funny, huh, Mr. Jokester?
Did I do that? I guess I need better supervising.
Oh!
No, Duncan, no.
Great, you're wasting energy.
Worst supervisor ever.
Take out the generator. Where did you learn to fly?
Mike, Sully, power's out in the entire city. Merc's on the phone. Merc.
Murray's Iron Retina Center?
Metropolis Energy Regulatory Commission.
They're sending an investigator.
So
Uh-oh.
not Murray.
The inspector. Oh my god. It looks like one of those, like, gumball dispensaries.
Not him. That's Argus Blinks. He hasn't taken a day off in 20 years. If he finds a problem, he'll shut us down. This could be the end of lab power.
So he's a bureaucrat?
Argus Blinks, Merc investigator.
Yeah.
J.B. Sullivan, CEO Monsters Incorporated.
Yes, Mr. Laugh Energy. I know who you are.
You'll have our full cooperation, sir.
Full cooperation. Now, if you could please sign in. What is this?
Oh.
That's my lunch money.
He's seriously trying to bribe him.
Your
Wink,
lunch money.
wink.
Are you trying to bribe me?
No, of course he's not. Put that away.
That's so silly. Now, by chance, did you happen to drop these box seat tickets at the Monstropolis Creepers game? Roll AA, seats
Oh my
1
God.
through 3, free food? Was that possibly yours, by any chance?
Are those
Way to indict yourself,
Your
man.
office, if you please.
Mr. Wazowski wants to bribe me with a brand new.
Oh my.
Excuse the car, sir. It's, park anywhere you want.
How can you afford these things?
Here's a 50. Get rid of the car. Wait, a 20. Here's a 20. Get rid of the car. You know what? Forget it. Just get rid of the car.
That's cheapskate.
what happened?
College boy did it.
Me? You're in charge.
This is not about me.
I say you both did it,
What?
Yeah.
It was your idea.
Yeah, it's your fault.
but you acted on it.
Not about me.
Sounds like you're all accountable.
Not about me.
So are you. If it wasn't for you, Duncan wouldn't even be supervisor.
I know.
Yeah.
Over this.
Well, I know.
Yeah.
He's shot at the lab floor. All right. The only way to save our jobs is to hide all the evidence and make sure nobody ever finds out the truth.
I don't know, Duncan. Sounds like
Yeah,
you're
that's gonna go over well.
No, not a cover-up. Just a thing where we all conspire to avoid accountability for our actions.
So a cover.
No! Why is this concept so difficult to grasp? Not a cover-up.
Do they not have security cameras down
Blinks, are
there?
you sure you don't want us to take you down to the control room?
Not necessary, Mr. Sullivan. My eyes can see everything from here.
Oh god.
That's disturbing. That's coming from a guy who's nearly 100% eye. My highly trained inspection orbs will seek out the malfunction and report back to me what happened and who is responsible.
Oh god. Oh.
Always watching.
I mean, at least his name makes sense now, because I'm like, wait, his name's Argus, but he only has one eye. Now it makes sense.
I always feel like somebody's watching me.
And I have no privacy.
Whoa.
Carry on.
It's not a cover-up, okay? As a supervisor, you're hiding it from view with a large tarp, and you, as my subordinate, do as I say.
But once I'm done covering it up, this cover-up is complete.
Stop saying cover-up! All right, as supervisor, I
Please,
say
say cover-up a
Operation
couple
Hide
more
Out Weapons
times.
to make sure nobody ever finds out the truth.
Yeah, that's much more covert.
Yes. Well, I
How's
stand
it
corrected.
communicating?
I seem to have found those responsible. And as supervisor,
Temporary
supervisor, Mr. Duncan P. Anderson, you are responsible for the actions of your team. You should be fired, or better yet, banished.
Ooh. Banishment.
Hey, wait.
Banishment.
Stay as supervisor. Give him a break.
Give him a break? I've been working non-stop as a Merc official for 20 years, and no one's ever given me a break.
Well, now they have.
That's an OSHA violation.
Blech. Well, there's that last canister.
Oh well. I'll log him in my accident journal.
You gotta get rid of the body.
What? He's alive.
Oh, hooray.
Finally got his break.
Good idea, B! We can hide him in the vacation door!
Oh, of course. Yes, vacation door. Perfect. Right. Okay. Okay, this is gross. Everything's wet. Why is everything so wet? Everything's wet. Okay, gross.
Yes, throw an unconscious squid monster into a random door. That'll work out well.
Oh, the eye's looking at me! The eye's looking at me! Almost there, almost there. And there you go!
Guys, I'm pretty sure disposing of a body may be another banishable offense.
Yeah.
Okay, his work-life balance was totally out of whack.
We need to make a pact. None of us will ever speak of this again. We take this to our graves. Nobody's done that. Nobody's done that. Get those eyes!
Oh, God. So why isn't Mike and Sully there? You think they should be present for this type of thing, given they are their employees? Oh, Lord. They almost sawed an eyeball. That would have been graphic.
Seesaw.
God, they're grabbing the eyes with their hands. It's disgusting.
Incoming!
Oh! Oh, God, he's... Oh.
Oh!
And problem.
Oh, God!
Not quite. Fritz
Worst
got back in
episode?
2 weeks.
Worst
I'll
episode.
figure something out.
This! 6 weeks later.
Sun goes up, sun goes down. Sun goes up, sun goes down.
Well, here goes nothing.
Did nobody seriously try to look for him in that time? That's his
That
sunburn.
was, without a doubt, the best vacation of my life! Wow!
I believe it, Argus, because you really needed to unwind. You're very wound.
So, you're doing okay?
Napping beneath the palms, cha-chaing the night away.
Just a little head trauma. He's still good. He's still good.
Yeah, I thought you left 2 weeks ago.
Oh, no. I took a little time off. I will be writing all of you up. But just a warning this time. Goodbye, Mr. Laugh Energy. Cha-cha-cha-cha.
That was too close. We were nearly shut down.
You caused a major power outage, conspired to cover it up, and if that weren't enough, attempted to bribe a Merc official.
Mike, that was you.
Stay on point, Sully, stay on point. All this true? It all happened on your watch, Duncan.
And any of these accusations is grounds for dismissal.
Dismissal. Temporary supervisor, well, he's got to go down with his temporary ship.
Don't buy it. Throw his ass out.
Sorry, I'm the one that caused the outage, okay? Duncan, he was just trying to be a good supervisor.
No.
Don't stick up
No,
for
he
him.
was not.
He deserves to be dismissed. It's me.
The truth of it is, well, no. The power outage and, all the other stuff, that was my fault too. Though, I am significantly less at fault than him.
Not only have you displayed that dead-long MIFT spirit, you have shown that you're willing to sacrifice one another.
Sacrifice for one another?
That too.
Sacrifice. Let's sacrifice him to our God.
What about that against company policy vacation door?
Taken care of, Sully. I'm having it shredded. Oh, Mr. Wazowski, we're here to take the vacation door to your office.
Our office?
We thank you for watching No Moral Theater.
Please let us go out on a decent laugh.
Simple knock and response leads to laughter. Yes, Jack, question?
Yeah, shouldn't there be a door?
No, that's the beauty of it. No door is required.
Well, then what do you knock on?
You don't knock on anything.
I'm confused.
It doesn't make sense.
It's simple. And you respond, Who's there?
Why would I ask who's there? I can see you.
You're standing right in front of us.
Does not know what
Or
metaphors
some
are.
sort of berry.
So they're Drex.
You don't need a door. And I say something like orange, then you say orange too.
But you're not orange. You're clearly green.
That doesn't seem like a joke.
This is a classic setup. It's not now. Who's there?
Look, you're asking me to lie to kids.
He's right. Setting yourself
And these people are trying to become
I don't like lying
jokesters.
to kids.
Yeah, that's against company policy.
Don't make me lie.
It's okay, Chuck.
I can't take it anymore. I can't take it. It's just a simple thing. Knock, knock. Who's there? That's how it works. It's
Take him away to the loony bin. Oy, okay, this was the worst episode so far.
Can we take a vacation?
We just took a vacation, and I feel like taking another one because of this.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Oh.
The body horror, the eyes. I absolutely hate eye stuff. Like, I can't even go to the eye doctor without freaking the fuck out. Like, as soon as somebody gets close, I'm just like... And to see them, like, touching them, and swallowing them, and stepping on them. It's... Oh, God. Ugh. And once again, we see what a horrible person Duncan is. I mean, at least we see now what he's like as supervisor, and that he should never, ever be supervisor. It's like, yeah, he did kind of, like, sort of take responsibility once Tylor stood up for him for some reason, but even then, I'm like, no, fire this guy. Banish this guy, please. He is the worst. And the whole college witch stick just gets so old. I hate people who use that term like it's a slur or like a degradation or something. It's like looking down on someone because they bothered to get an education.
Save the hazing for college, and even then, don't even do it in college. Or keep it very minimum and not so harassing.
Like, he has a name, for crying out loud. I know you're doing that as a sign of disrespect, but it's like, come on.
Yeah, you should be reporting this to HR. If there is an HR. God knows if MonsterInc even has one.
I doubt it. They're really lucky that guy really laxed out during his vacation because honestly, all that they pulled, that whole division should have been fired.
Oh yeah.
I mean, the only praise I give this is I like the innovative thinking about the doors, the vacation things, because it's like, okay, so their vacation is basically hauntings to everybody else. That I can appreciate. But everything else about this was just cringe.
I know you're dependent on that temporary supervisor money coming in. No, I love you too. Turn up your hearing aid, Ma!
Let's knock this one out.
Hopefully all we can go is up from this point. I hope we go up from this point.
God, how old is that vending machine?
Hey, Val,
I know.
There's something wrong with this old machine here. I think it might be broken.
Bump the left side with your fist. Bump, bump, bump. Then wait a beat. Big bump.
Bump, bump, bump. Wait a beat. Big bump. Got it.
Don't bump too hard. A few years back, Nathan Marketing shook a vending machine and BAM! Squashed him like a bug. Vertebrae, so he was okay. And we got free candy, so.
Oh, well, it's...
He ate off his dead corpse.
Here
No, he was an
go.
invertebrate, so he wasn't hurt.
Bump, bump, bump. And big bump. Oh,
I knew that was gonna happen.
What'd you do?
I don't know. I just bumped it.
Yeah, with your staggering horns that can impale shit.
Like I said, I think it's broken.
I mean, I'd be mad, but it's like, why would you keep something that old and defective? Isn't their whole purpose is that they can fix shit? Why would they keep an old machine like that needs a very specific, like, thing in order to actually spit out the soda?
It's kind of like an old car. It's, you know, it's got those quirks.
Like, I know people who, like, keep vintage stuff like that around. I don't blame them, but to use it on a daily basis, like, come on. And a bagpipe. Bless me, bagpipes.
We mourn the passing of another very special member of our MIFT family.
We're having a funeral for a vending machine?
Not just any vending machine. Vending, a machine with a dream of dispensing chilled drinks at an inflated price because of the convenience.
She was worth it!
Thanks, Haggis. We'll pay you out of the miscellaneous expense account.
Chris's name's Haggis.
This is my fault.
No, it's not.
Sure it is. He's the one that jammed his freakishly oversized antler right through Vendi, huh? You better break
He was only doing what she told him to do.
Do you think he'd be aware of his horns, though? God forbid that were a person.
Like, the Ducksters are doing their best, but loud canister output has been decreasing for weeks.
Right. But at least with me and Sully in charge, morale has never been higher. Morale has never been lower. Well, maybe your graph thingy's upside down. No, my graph thingy is correct.
We're not generating enough laugh power. Until we do, we gotta figure out a way to cheer folks up and trim our budget.
Right, I'll tell you what. At lunch, I will only play 17 holes instead of all 18. I'm willing to make that sacrifice.
Mr. Wazowski, we're gonna have to make deeper cuts than that.
Trim my staff. It sounds like you're asking me to involuntarily remove someone from their job.
Of course, they cut people on the lowest tier instead of, you know, CEO salaries.
I prefer the term axed.
You okay, Fritz?
Yeah, you need me to wash your car, reupholster your office
Duncan.
chair, be your butler without pay?
No. I'm fine. I could really use a drooler cooler. But Bendy's gone. A really sad sign.
Bad day to break Fritz's favorite vending machine, eh, college boy? Last in, first out.
He's right. I'm not a good MIFTer. I can't even fix anything.
Sure you can, remember? You wrenched the nut.
One nut, Val. I wrenched one nut. If I'm fired, that's it. My life's over. I won't even get to see you guys.
Didn't think that concerned you so much.
You want me to tell you how to boost morale? Yes, because you're always watching. How about you approve your paperwork on time? That would make me smile. And I've been told I have an infectious grin.
Oh, God!
Yeah, we'll buy him a driller cooler.
And if we boost morale, we boost laughs. And if we boost laughs, we boost profits. And nobody has to be let go. Except maybe Stink. I heard that.
A new vending machine.
This is like one of those new Coke machines.
Yeah, it's like Coke freestyle.
Yeah.
Even has hot food. Wow.
Huh, impressive. I don't think I could trust food that was being stored next to cold drinks. Also, how can they afford this if they're making budget cuts?
How do I choose this pineapple? That sounds cool, but that tastes free. Bilgeberry. Maybe I'm just gonna go for Bioblast.
You're happy?
Oh, the acidity's astounding. I can't feel my tongue, but so what? Maybe I should have tried the lemon slime instead.
Hey, look, there's an exchange button.
Huh?
Right there.
Oh,
What?
Wow.
You can exchange a drink for another after you drank it?
and thank you all. You know, I'm having a really rough week.
Great, now he's gonna get a soda addiction.
Smidgy bit better.
Get ready! Damn!
Foosball.
I thought we were supposed to not spend money.
Sully, you're not thinking like an out-of-touch, overpaid CEO. To make
Gotta spend
you
money
gotta
to make
spend
money.
See? Morale's already up.
Okay, we'll keep this one.
Too late, buddy. I already ordered 96 of them.
Why? You probably don't even have that many employees.
Whoa, hot snacks? Hot snacks? Whoa, not so fast. No, you can't have those. Hot snacks are mine.
Your thing? No, they've been my thing since I was like 3.
3? My mom popped those babies instead of prenatals, okay?
Explain what?
I win. You'll just have to find another face.
Yeah, they're gonna break the machine.
No,
Oh my God! You can both have them. Now neither of you can have
You're
them.
the one who kept pushing.
That's great.
That's for amateurs like you. Don't touch that yellow wire.
Well.
Just reroute this to that, type this, jiggly this thingy, and boom! Let's give this thing a try. I'll just get rid of all this stuff.
Wait. What are those?
Extra parts, bunch of doohickeys.
Doohickeys?
It's not gonna make any difference.
Oh, I think I need another drooler cooler pick me up. I've got a lot on my mind.
Pop farts.
I don't
It's not pop farts.
Unleash the feast.
Oh God.
Are you okay?
No, I got canned. There's something very wrong with that machine.
Rogue vending machine. I am a dog.
It's like everything and nothing at the same time. I bought a Vincent van Gross and a Claude Monet.
Is that a Michael Fangelo?
Yes, it's culture. Culture boosts morale, and morale boosts profits.
Ooh, an Andy
You
Gore.
know what else boosts morale?
Weekends.
Good paychecks.
Fiery.
Now, this one stinks.
I
I don't get it.
I'm just gonna call the service center.
The warranty's void though.
Yes, you can. Our machine, it's gone crazy.
Calm down, sir. Everything will be fine as long as you didn't remove any doohickey.
What we did!
Why would you say that?
Hello? Oh, the phone line's been cut. It's cut the phone line!
You guys stay here. I'm gonna go out and fix it.
Whoa, let you be the hero? No, Let a good mifter save the mifters.
Just let him. Let him get in trouble.
Yep.
How much food was in there? Jesus.
I think it's a friggin' TARDIS.
It has to be.
Yeah.
There's no way all of that could fit inside that machine.
Chill.
Who's the hero now?
Oh no!
Oh.
What vending machine has that? Oh god! It ate
Now the
him.
vendor has become the vendee.
Yay, he's dead.
I got dibs on an eye stock.
There you are. This one's for you, my friend.
Hey, Mike, what's in the envelope?
Money.
Money?
Money.
You mean money?
Yeah, I'm calling it Free Money Mondays. I'm telling you, morale has never been better.
Okay, that's more like it.
From your emergency money jar you keep hidden under your bed.
But wait,
This is an emergency, right?
You may not be the best mifter at fixing stuff, but you're pretty good at breaking it.
Thanks.
That is true.
So get out there and fix Fritz Bendy too.
Come on, you could spear it or something.
Really mess things up.
It's not as spacious as it looks.
Bullshit.
Time to get to work.
Whoa, you really would have made a great scarer.
Bits. Did he just make it explode?
I'll never
Or did he eat it?
again.
That was some good lifting.
Come on, thanks,
It
guys.
was fine. It was okay.
Yeah, I'm sure corporate's gonna appreciate you destroying one of their very expensive machines.
News I need to share with all of you.
How about a rooftop swimming pool?
we don't need a swimming pool.
A Monsters Inc. swim team.
We don't need a swim team.
Then who's going to use the pool?
B, I can explain all this. Actually, I can't explain
No,
it
you
here.
can't.
What's to explain? Look at my graph thingy. I've never seen morale turn around this quick.
And our lab canister output has already doubled.
Really? Well, at this rate, profit should turn around rather quickly.
Good job, Mike.
Better hope so.
Thank you, Sully.
No problem. And did you hear? Tomorrow's Pay Me Back Tuesday.
You're my family. So just like Vending was old and broken and had to go, I guess I'm old and broken and I have to go too.
You're...
I figured as much.
I'm retiring.
You're retiring! I mean, you're retiring?
Fritz is the most generous and kind monster I've ever met. I'm the one that should go, not him.
No. Don't sell yourself short, college boy. As your new supervisor, I'll go easy on you.
Morale is up, so productivity is up, so accounting is canceling the budget cuts.
You mean budget cuts.
Those
You
two!
can stay?
I can stay! You can stay!
How
You
convenient.
don't have to. I mean, are you sure, sir?
None of us mifters are going anywhere. Though, we still lost Vending.
Hold right there. Up, up, keep them closed. And
Open?
Surprise!
Bits! Did he just dig that out of the trash?
She's back.
Ah, you fixed her!
I fixed something all by myself, and I kept all the junior keys.
Yeah, whatever.
We'll give it a try, Ty.
Bum, bum, bum. Bingo!
I mean, at least it's functional.
Who needs all those fancy flavors when I've got Drew the Cooler Classic?
We'll bring back Coke Classic and make millions.
Up and ready to work here at MIFTs for years to come.
Alright, at least that one was a little better than
Yeah.
the previous. But then again, very low bar.
Yeah. At least we saw Tylor actually be useful for once.
Now, if there's one thing that human children find funny, besides poop, it's clowns.
Oh,
Not bad, Tyler.
jeez.
Excellent use of tiny hats. Okay, good.
Mr. Wazowski, check this out.
Nicely.
Ugh.
Maybe scale it back a little. Okay, who's next?
Ah.
Yikes. Okay, big guy. How about a smile?
Oh, God. Ugh.
Maybe you're more of a knock-knock joke kind of guy?
Didn't we already just establish that knock-knock jokes are not their forte?
Plus, you would think as former scarers, they would know that a good number of kids are afraid of clowns. So yeah, this one was better than the last episode.
Far less painful.
Yeah, although it did not end the way I thought it would. I'm surprised that Mike was able to get away with spending all that money on all those things, and it actually improved. Is that I don't really agree with any of it, except for him giving his employees more money. That I agree with, because that is how you boost morale. You pay people a livable wage. It just sucks he had to dig into Sully's personal money to do so. But I argue he's the CEO. He's gonna have a big paycheck regardless.
There's also the old adage, you gotta spend money to make money.
Yeah, and I mean, at least they sort of gave him stuff that they either liked or they needed. They gave him the one vending machine, and they gave him, like, the foosball table, and I think the art was overkill, but, you know, at least the place looked nicer.
It did what it was intended to do, so I can't fault him.
Yeah.
Can't fault him.
I don't know, I feel like if he keeps it up, though, they're definitely going to be in the red as opposed to, you know. Although I still argue, it's like, it's no wonder the profits are going down because, again, the whole system of going into kids' rooms when they're trying to sleep and trying to make them laugh is kind of counterintuitive. Because it's like, you're sleeping, you want to try to rest. You don't want some asshole coming into your room trying to make you laugh after you had a hard day. And I know kids, like, have endless energy, but you would think they would be terrified of anything. Especially, they've been used to monsters scaring them up to this point.
And again, I go with the fact that it's all about the timing and knowing that they'll actually be there. It is counterintuitive as they're about to lay down, but it's a tricky one. It's like they still have to get used to not being afraid of humans.
Yeah.
I think maybe as they progress, maybe they get a little more ambitious and start to be more public about it.
I know, like, they mentioned kids were getting desensitized, so they wouldn't be afraid anyway, but even so, it's kind of weird to have this weird creature show up and then try to make you laugh.
It's hard, you know, you've been stuck with a system for years and years.
Yeah.
And the moral of the story is, you never remove a doohickey.
Nope.
That is good advice.
Especially when the device is under warranty and if you do anything to it.
Yes, and unless you're like a whiz who knows how to build their own computer and whatnot, you do not mess with that stuff. Because you are just begging for a disaster to happen. You are begging for your device to malfunction. I will say though, that vending machine was rather sick. All those flavors, man. Like, I know Drooler Cooler sounds really gross, but if it's anything like their version, like our version of Coke, I'm like, wow, the potential of all that.
Seriously, and how many flavors did they have?
I know. He's like, I saw at least like 30 of them or something. Like, damn. It's like, I'm like, I'm almost half tempted to try that now.
I know. It's like, where is that machine? Where is our TARDIS vending machine?
Although I'm kind of put off by the hot food. Because, like, I know some vending machines do have food, you know, like candies and in some cases ice cream or whatever.
But usually they're like separate machines.
Yeah, to like have hot food next to cold drinks and stuff. How do you do that?
Like, you gotta have a separate refrigeration / heating system.
Not to mention hot foods don't last very long. Like, I know monsters can, like, in this universe eat garbage and stuff like that, but you think at some point they'd be prone to some sort of, like, food poisoning.
I'm thinking of, so I don't know if you heard about this from like the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, but like the Starship Heart of Gold, it has this machine. It can make anybody's favorite foods. It analyzes your taste buds and everything. Any food, any drink, anything like that. But it's like, there's this joke about it where it can make tea or something resembling tea. It's almost exactly tea, but not quite. You've always got the protagonist Arthur Dent complaining about that. It's like,
well, he's a Brit and they love their tea.
You can put leaves in it and water. Okay, so it's tea, but somehow it's not quite tea.
So they can replicate anything but tea.
It makes something that is remarkably similar to, yet doesn't quite taste like tea.
That is weirdly specific. Okay. They can probably replicate Cheetos, no problem. Yeah. Either or, I kind of wish I had that at my job. The only vending machine in my job that we have is kind of like old Vendy. Like, it still works, obviously, and I don't have to, like, punch it, but I look at this thing and I'm like, was this from the 70s? Like, I'm honestly surprised, like, none of, like, the snacks have, like, snagged or anything. Because you know how, like, those old vending machines are. Like, you can tell that thing was old because it actually showcased, like, the cans and everything. Yep. Most of the new stuff, they don't do that anymore.
Nah.
Although I wish they did, though, because my high school, they were such cheapwads. Like, they had enough money to get, like, this big state-of-the-art, like, Coke machine or whatever, But for whatever reason, the vendor guy who would deliver the drinks, he wouldn't put the right bottles in the right spots, or if he ran out of like a certain flavor, he would take them from like the other categories and like fill this void. So I would try to go get an iced tea and a Sprite pops out. It's like, great, I wasted my money. Seriously, vending machines are bullshit. Like, I know they're a necessity in certain situations, especially if you're in a pinch, but God, they are aggravating. But yeah, these 2 episodes, like I said, the first one, by far the worst. Putting aside the whole, you know, eyeball thing, it was bad from a character standpoint, it was bad from a moral standpoint, the logic didn't make sense. It was so frustrating. It failed. Yeah, it's like, honestly, Duncan should have been fired. He should have been fired, he should have been arrested, he should have been banished. It was bad enough that he sabotaged the generator and caused all that destruction, but he committed assault on, you know, a government official, and then he tried to hide it by sticking the unconscious body in another place and leaving it there for 2 weeks. And he even conspired to actually, like, kill the guy, too. It's like, how is this guy still employed?
It's like, you're lucky that this guy was so tightly wound that a vacation finally wound up unwinding him enough, but even so.
I know, I have expected that he would come back with amnesia. They had to do something real extreme, like, for him to forget all that and to, like, let them off with a slap on the wrist. While I don't think, like, him lighting up would have been that bad, I mean, I guess, given, like you said, how tightly wound it was, I suppose it makes sense. But even then, Sully and Mike should have, like, canned his ass. And the fact that he's still trying to go for the supervisor position, even though it's clear he's not cut out for it, it's just frustrating. I hate this character. It's pathetic, and I hate this character so much. You see, like, a hint where you think that maybe he might start to come around to Tylor and realize he's not a threat. He actually is sort of a nice guy. But he reverts back to his old ways in the next episode. And on top of that, he destroys the warranty on their new machine. You know, and again causes destruction of his workplace property. Again, how is he not fired? Ugh. I guarantee if Water News was still there, he would have been banished a long time ago. Yeah. I did see, like, Fritz willing to sacrifice himself on behalf of the team, though. He does seem like that kind of manager that does put his team above everything else. And, you know, the whole...
Like, he genuinely loves them.
Yeah, like, I can give Fritz points for that. As incompetent as his team is, and as overbearing as he can be in his attempts to make Tylor like him, he's still a genuinely nice guy. He's the model of what supervisors should be, and, you know, that he puts his team's interests before his own. And, I mean, it wasn't like he was quitting. He was retiring, and he was at an age where it was appropriate to do it. So it wouldn't have been that bad. It would have sucked for them, especially with power-hungry Duncan there, but ultimately, it all worked out.
Some of the best bosses, it's like, yeah, you can be friendly with them, but a boss that you respect, whether they be friendly to you or not, is the one you need. The one that, like, pushes you in the best possible way. Probably my best boss was, like, when I worked at Marbles. Yeah, she was very friendly, but she also, like, challenged me. She wanted me to be at my best, and she didn't let, you know, being friendly with everybody get in the way of doing the job. Also, like, even when they're not around, they're still easy to contact. It's good to have a boss like that.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Like, my best boss, actually, was when I was working in college. I worked in the media center of the building. So my job was to basically rent out, like, videos and stuff for people who were doing online learning and setting up projectors for classrooms and stuff. And he walked me through it all. He taught me how to hook up this to that, and how to do it to several different computers. Even in the off time, he taught me, like, how the whole filing system, how to catalog things. He even showed me how to wrap wire properly and, like, plugs and stuff. Because he's like, oh, yeah, if you ever become a Teamster, you gotta know how to wrap the cords properly. Like, you know how to do that, anyone will hire you. Yep. And I'm like, wow, that's a good advice, actually. It helps me now, especially with, like, yard work and other, like, tasks where I got, like, this long-ass cord, and I'm like, how do I, oh, yeah.
Yeah, I had a media class, and I had a teacher who was basically kind of like that, too. It's good advice. Yep. Very good advice.
And, I mean, this show's doing a good job so far of showing the differences between good bosses and bad bosses. You have like Mike and Sully, who granted are new at their jobs, but they're doing the best they can. And yeah, Mike is a bit corrupt in that, you know, he's doing things he shouldn't and he's spending all this money. But at the same time, he's doing it for the company. He's trying to boost morale, he's trying to boost profits. So even if it's a bit extravagant, it's a good way to go about it.
Yeah.
And like I said, you have Fritz, who, like we said, puts his team above everything else, even at the expense of his own job. And then you have the asshole Duncan, who goes crazy with power and looks down at his subordinates at every turn. I mean, everybody's had a boss like that, and you do not tolerate
You cannot
them.
survive in an environment like that. You quit that job if you got a boss like that.
Yeah, never put up with people like that. If they're that mad with power, that means they have some personal stuff going on. They have some sort of complex, and you don't need that in your life.
You can't be expected to do your job properly with that kind of a boss. It's just not gonna work. It looks bad on the company. It looks bad on any sort of job work that you do, because
that is how you get rid of like half your workforce. People quitting out of frustration.
No, it's like I said, even if you don't get along with your boss, as long as they're respectable, it's like, I can work with that.
Here's hoping, like, something happens to Duncan by the end of this season. Like, because honestly, if he keeps going on like this without being disciplined or anything, I don't know how much longer I can watch this. It's starting to get a bit better, but not enough for me to want to continue after this season. But I guess we'll have to wait and see. But for now, what's the next episode?
Next episode is Adorable Returns.
Sounds adorable. I'm wondering if that means a character is going to come back or something. Like, probably not anyone we know, I doubt it. I can't think of anyone who is, like, too adorable. I mean, maybe Boo, but I doubt they would bring her back like this.
Or maybe it's like, cute return. Returns on your dividends. I don't know. I'm grasping at straws here.
I mean, something. Like I said, we'll try to get back on, like, a one-episode basis. I mean, I believe you said they dropped the rest of the episodes for the month, right?
Yeah. They've got a episode listed for September, although it is still TBA on the title.
I mean, the point is, like, we know how many to expect, like, at least to a certain degree. And like I said, we'll stick with it for now and hope that it progresses a little more from here, because at least they show Tylor is now starting to settle into MIFT. He's actually starting to see them as co-workers, so here's hoping he kind of, you know...
I think we're at the halfway point, right? Because there's supposed to be 10 episodes?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah. So at this point, this is make or break.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I hope the comedy bits get better, too.
Yeah.
The last two are real lackluster. Then again, how can you get past the whoopee cushion one? It's like, this should work. You killed it! But until next time, when we come up with a few better laughs, I'm Kat MacBerrie.
I'm filling out OSHA reports, and my name is Doug MacBerrie.
And the eyes. The horrible, horrible eyes. No more eye stuff, please, Disney. I can't take it. Like, I don't know how Crumb deals with that, walking around with his eyes.